Hello, I've posted this. This is how some are feeling. Listen to that song. I channeled it sometime last year. But yeah. Some are wondering if, I think they said something about chasing it, or I'm hearing things about crossing, but yeah, I think I'm following it. I think I'm caught up in a wave of you. Basically, just listen to it, right? I love it. I can't remember where I heard it. I think, for some reason, I think it was on After, but oh, wait a minute. This, yeah, I think I might. I was going to move the mountain of cards, but I think I might just leave it. So I can't be bothered running to get a candle, so I'm going to light an energetic. I'm going to ask them to light an energetic candle, and basically, let's put on the flower lights. Oh, you can't really see them, but it's the flower full moon on the 23rd of May. We're only on the 10th just now, but the 23rd of May is the Sagittarius full moon. That actually happens to be my moon. Very magical, fun, and playful. And it's yours if you're a Sag moon. Oh look, they've just guided me to her wee book saying fairy tales. That, you see, that's how I feel. I feel it can feel like a bit of a dream, a bit of a fairy tale, because that song that I just showed there as well, and the one I posted, if you're in this energy of, well, really, it's divine love. And again, I must stress, you don't need to be in physical union to be feeling like that, because I'm feeling like this, and I'm not in my physical union. 144. It's just, you can tap into that energy. Now, bearing in mind again, like I've been in these higher dimensional energies quite a few years now, so it is kind of quite hard for me to explain what I experience and how I experience it. Well, I mean, I try my best to describe it, but all I know is I'm feeling a lot more people joining in these frequencies, and I mean, like, right, like, it doesn't make sense that I'm feeling like, God, well, it's just like I'm feeling like totally like on a high, do you know what I mean? And I've had 6 hours sleep. Like, I literally went to sleep this morning, like this morning basically, and then, like, I put in the Unity tab, I was woken up at 1, 2, 3, 4, which I thought was really funny. And just take my, my mum was just asking if I was up, but I did say, like, look, I don't know, because she knows, she just understands that when I'm on a Zoom with someone, time does not exist, and it's crazy, but it's heavy. And, like, so I keep everything anonymous, but I had asked that lovely lady if I could share a little bit, and just generally, the gist of it is that it was an extremely intense session where we were clearing some very dense trauma, like, yeah, decades of trauma. Because the thing I can say is, because it's anonymous, and what I always just say is, like, although I asked that woman's permission, just, it's just wise with what I'm sharing, like, just don't anybody comment on this video in particular, or if you do, make it further down the line or whatever. But that woman knows the score anyway, and just for because I always ask people. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I'm attracting a lot of people that are in their 60s. So the last I'm just trying to think, was there anyone in between that person? The last 2 people I've worked with were in their 60s. So, or, like, that woman was 61, and the other woman was a bit older than that. So what I'm basically saying is, there's a lot of, particularly that generation. So if you're of that generation, there's a lot of, well, you don't need me to tell you that you've got a lot of heavy stuff that may be holding you back. They're also holding me into a fixed 56 on this card, so somebody might specifically be 56 and going through big changes because the card is thunder. But, oh, I know what they're saying actually. That was, like, not last year, but the year before. I would say, was it maybe 2020, 22, maybe 2021. I was attracting a lot of people. Yeah, I'd actually say 2020, 2021 was a lot. I seem to be helping a lot of people around their 50s and or late 40s. And then that's really, oh God, that's so interesting. I'm just realising this. And then I think the previous years, so, like, yeah, I was attracting people that were like 40s, late 40s to 50s. Then it was like, then it was, like I said, last year's kind of a bit of a blur, full stop, but just, I was given a bit more time for myself to work through some more of my just really of a break from all the work I've been doing for, like, nearly the past 10 years. And it's more than that, but you know what I mean, in public it's almost 10 years, it's 9 years in the summer, but so I'm just rounding off to 10, guys. But basically, it's I'm noticing a pattern. So I'm just like, it will be interesting. I'm just sort of saying that if some of you are, I don't know, late 50s especially, or in your 60s, I feel you're being guided to face your darkness, basically. So I'm sure you're doing that yourself, but what I can say, keeping anonymous, was I just find it so magical how both those women were led to me, because it was in different circumstances, shall we say, and yeah, well, I feel they're both, yeah, just, you know, elated or delighted that they were led to me, because it's just, I'm used as a divine channel, you know, as a vessel to literally create miracles, but only after we move and clear the trauma. And that's the thing that I think, that's part of the frequency shift that we're going through with the shift and the event and the new earth and all that. It's like I said, it's an ongoing process that isn't like some kind of like, oh, you're going to wake up one day and you're in the new earth. Well, it could feel like that, I don't know, but that's not how it feels to me. It's like there's pulling me the word dream all over this room right now. It just feels like, you know, when you're really, again, I hate this term too, but high vibing, or you know, on that energy, because it's like you're not going to let anybody take you off it. And that's why it's like, if you knew the things that I have to do to not only for my own spiritual journey, my own union, and but the collective, you would probably be horrified. Like I said, like seriously, like I've been told this before by other people that have read my energy and warned me about things that were to come. And like I said, like years in advance, like I've had different people pick up on the things, some of the things that I'm going through, and it was, you know, it was mentioned that I would be in the house a lot. And so I'm just sort of sharing that for everyone else. If you're like, oh, this is crazy, like today it's like 21 degrees here, and really logically I should be outside enjoying it. But that's not my instructions, so I'm following my instructions. And the thing is, though, I know that it's right because it doesn't even bother me, you know what I mean? And it's like, so I've went from walking outside every day by the sea to actually being happy as a pig in shit and like just in my house, you know what I mean? And like they're guiding me the rainbow codes coming in. Yeah, so anyway, that's the best way to describe it. So I'm describing it because like look, when I was when I went through the living room, they guided me a card that was face down the way, and then of course it was 21, but 21 is, you know, completion, karmic cycles completing, which they are. And but this can be like happy endings. This, you know, it can be any kind of ending. So like I said, there's a lot of painful endings happening right now for people, which you know, I'm praying for anyone that's in that situation, divine feminine, divine masculine, any gender. But there's also a lot of happy endings after the painful endings, and there's people that are through the painful bit and there's happy, you know, and there's a whole big mixture. But to me, she is the moon is talking about the divine feminines, that you're probably in quite a private wee world of your own, and if you are connecting with people, you're connecting to help others like myself, you know, if you do similar to me, and if you don't do similar to me and you're still, well, whatever it is you do in your life, you're just guided to just make sure you're in a playful energy, like time to shine. Because like I said, I thought I was going to make up a big official piece of writing about, you know, just what I'm experiencing, because I'm meant to be doing, you know, I mean, I know I am actually meant to be writing stuff. So again, and I think it's more than just in our community tab, because it seems like hardly anyone checks that kind of thing, do you know what I mean? But so I think I'm going to have to get geeking up on about, you know, blog posts and that. So maybe that's some homework I can do. But yeah, just to keep it simple, just make sure you're playing, you're having fun, you're staying in that energy. Just be very mindful of getting pulled back into the lower vibrations. And you know, unfortunately, what I mean is like that could even mean like for instance, I was going to go for breakfast with my mum, and I was actually like, you know, I thought, right, as long as I'm not too tired, I really want to go. But again, it's before I opened my eyes, I was clearly told just like, you know, rest, because that was such a heavy session. And like I said, I actually feel great though, but it's because it was just, I was on such a high, like I can't really describe it, but like and see, they're pulling me the cards up there called Talking to Heaven, it's got clouds all over it. It's like I can't even put into words how amazing it feels to release somebody from the shackles like that. And I just looked at 1010, like, you know, that's the liminal space endings. It's so magical that it would take a lot for me to want to go and like meet a friend, or even like I mean my mum was like my best pal. Do you know what I mean? I love like just hanging out with my mum and just getting a coffee or going for lunch or breakfast or whatever. And but it was like, nah, you know what I mean? And the thing is, my mum's that cool. She doesn't even question. She's not like, oh, but it's, you know, it's really hot and you need to get outside, you need fresh air. My mum is just cool as fuck. She just gets it. She doesn't, you know, I was about to say she gets it as much as she can, because I can't even possibly, like, I cannot even begin to possibly even describe to you what I experienced for a whole week leading up to talking to this woman that I've never even met before on the Zoom, who's been magically guided to me. But all I'm going to say is, it's nothing short of mind blowing how her guides and my guides were talking to me about what needed to be shifted. And it was not just for her. I was actually being given information about 1111 awakening, about people around her that were needing deliverance, basically, and freed from where they're stuck. So how amazing is that, that the love that she has for those around her where was bridging such a gap that I that their soul was able to reach out to me for help. And then when I communicated some of the weird stuff that I've been experiencing, she was gobsmacked, because we're both gobsmacked because it matched up. So at 11:44. So it's just, again, that's all very cryptic, and a lot of people would have tuned out because they were like, "What? Who is this girl? When's she going to get to the point?" But on that note, I'm going to give my intro after I show you this. Come to the edge, he said. We're afraid, they said. Or they said, we're afraid. Come to the edge, he said. I'm going to start again because I might clip this bit. There you go, that means something. So if you're new, I'm going to do the intro now. Everyone who's channeling, meaning that the way I approach every video is going to have some kind of meaning behind whatever is in the video for whoever it's for. And by the way, can I just say, I can see some of these messages being really, really specific and niche. And I'm talking like some of them might not even be, well, it will all be for twin flames, but like there was one I done not yesterday, but the day before, and it was delving into the dark side of the Scorpio world, let's just say. There was a lot about some taboo. It was basically, I was definitely picking up on somebody that had got caught up in the lower world of the sex industry, is what I'll say. So I've not watched it back yet, and I'm going to have to watch it back to decide whether that's to go out now on the channel or whether I've to put, you know, some of these specific ones. But it's kind of interesting, because then even when I've spoken to people, I can see how it does. I can already see how it does fit with. Oh, it's really hard. It's fucking hard to describe. Anyway, again, it was just more. It was deliverance. Okay, it's like just people that are. There's a lot of people awakening right now, and huge regrets about things from the past. Another one that I picked up on the other day was definitely somebody that had got tangled up in a world that they wish they hadn't got involved with. If that sounds like it makes sense to you, that might have been for you. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, moving on. You can move on if that's you, and I've said enough for that. You can move on from that. You don't have to be that person anymore. Come to the edge, he said. They said we're afraid. Come to the edge, he said. They came, he pushed them, and they flew. So I feel everybody's at a different point with that, but like I said, and also I didn't say that, but everything I do is clearing and healing energy. So as I'm going to channel out whatever this message is about, I'm sending you that clearing and healing energy if you're open to it. So let's see, what else was I going to do? So there was that card. Oh yeah, and I found this apple. So it's like I found this apple, but it was on the floor. So it's a sticker, right? But basically, it's like I feel they were telling me something like about something to do with like Snow White, you know, like Snow White and the poison apple and all that. I know it's usually red, but there's something about just beware of falling for traps. You know what I mean? Like just be discerning in these times, because I feel a lot of you are so close to connecting with your twin in whatever way that is, like physically seeing them, reunions, talking, and it's just beware of people that are trying to lure you in with traps or trick you or confuse you, or like, I mean, I just caught, I'm obviously, because I haven't had a lot of sleep, and I've channeled out that message and I'm getting all these intense downloads. And again, it's basically, I've got up, had something to eat, I'm having a cup of tea, I'm making this, and I'm probably going back to bed. Do you know what I'm saying? I might not though, I might have a lot of energy, but I think I probably will be quite tired. It's this kind of energy of, I basically saw I saw a title that was about, like, it's basically generally, oh actually no, I must have started listening to some of it, but it's just generally there was something about people that have made up like stuff so that to confuse you or your twin about the other one, basically, right? I'm again, remember, I'm half asleep, so bear with me. So I'll try and just see if I'm mentioning that, it must be because I'm maybe meant to give some of the same message. So just be aware of that. That's enough information. That just be extremely discerning of everything you hear. I was pretending to be, oh look, that's interesting. I was pretending to be someone else because that message was very much, I'm keeping anonymous obviously, but that message was very much in the way of, like, it sounded like people were making up lies about a divine feminine, and the divine masculine was I think it was around, like, the divine masculine was believing that the divine feminine had moved on or something. But it could be the other way around. Like, it could be that maybe the divine feminine's been hearing things that the divine masculine's moved on, and it might, in your case, it might well be that somebody has, right? But just be discerning of that. If I'm even being guided to mention that where is that information coming from, and is it one of the karmic energies that likes to play in the energy field and cause trouble because they can, kind of thing? I don't know. Some people get kicks out of that, so just be discerning. Some of that message won't be relevant to, but and anyway, it's, you know, I'm not one for, it kind of makes me cringe when people are like, ignore the 3D circumstances and tap into the 5D. It just makes me cringe, right? But really, I'm trying to think of another way to say the same thing. It's like this. Keep looking up. There may be a rainbow waiting for you. So there's a lot of rainbow light codes, because like I say, I carry that frequency. So I'm here to keep that Hopi prophecy, the love, you know, the divine love alive. And, you know, it's almost like I heard myself saying this in my head before I started, but I didn't know if I was actually going to say it loud. It's like the high that I'm on today, it doesn't really matter to me what the other half of my soul is up to right now or who he's up to, as long as he's happy and he's free. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how I've always felt. And it doesn't mean that my ego is always on board with that, but that's how I feel in this present moment. And because of the high that I was on from helping that woman, like I said, but I do feel it's a huge indication of, I'm going to put that light on, see someone's in the dark and I'm putting on the light. It's a huge indication that that particular twin was somebody that she's already been with her twin for, I think, maybe 11 years or something like 10 years. But that was significant too, because I was like, oh, 11 years. If you think, so maybe you need to think back to what was going on 11 years ago, because we know if you're new around here, like the other day, I was, whatever, I don't know if it's the one I've put out yet or one of the ones I'm yet, because there's loads that I need to put out, but I said something was 10 years ago, and then I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, no, 10 years ago, it wasn't 10 years ago, it was like 12 years ago. So I get confused with, I get very confused with, because again, to me, the past, the present, the future is all happening simultaneously. And actually, if truth be told, you know, I'm not going to go too deep into this, but especially 10 years ago to the day, this is quite extremely, well, yeah, just sensitive time is what I'll say. So it's, and it's kind of like, I only just realised that it must be something about a 10-year cycle that the days are the same, you know what I mean? Like, and I think that's maybe one of the worst things I experience about anniversaries is I remember everything like that, and but this is, yeah, because it's, oh no, wait a minute, that's not even right. It's Friday today, it's not Saturday. Oh my god, that really means something. So forget that. That means something that I said it, but I was thinking today was Saturday because it feels like it, because it's hot and people are out, but it's actually Friday. But anyway, just generally what I'm saying is you might be experiencing, especially because we got led to 1010, you might especially be experiencing, especially because if you're 40 like me, you know what I mean, you don't need to be 40, you could be like, you know, a year younger, a year older, But I feel especially those of us that are turning 40 this year, you could be experiencing thinking back to, you know, what was happening around your 30th. And I feel it's significant. Like you say, for me, my 30th year was completely and utterly traumatizing. Yeah, I kind of had the first few months up until my birthday, and then it was really beyond that was a blur. But yeah, look, awaiting results. So again, this is like, look, this is wise investments that you've made, divine feminine or divine masculine, and now it's like you're awaiting the results, yeah, like what it says. So anyway, just be aware of this. I was pretending to be someone else. I feel that's got something to do with like the mask that the divine masculine wears. And yes, it can be more than a mask, because whether this is your twin or you can play up to the role and the mask, and like it's not just a smoke screen, do you know what I mean? Like the person gets very involved in the character. But behind that, they think the world of you. So I'm channeling somebody's twin, as I just said it, my twin's birthday numbers. So again, it's just a huge sign of this being the divine masculine. And then they're like, look, I love you. I wish you knew how grateful I am to meet you. So it's like behind the facade that a lot of divine masculines are still in and have been in, and a lot for, you know, some many years, is all of that. Like, they love you, they wish they knew how grateful they are, and that they think the world of you. And that's actually, you know, I'm being going to say that's quite interesting, the wording of that, because my twin specifically did say that about me. I mean, I was there, but it's hard to explain. But it was, and that was him falling out of character. Jealous and possessive, yeah. So again, the feelings of like jealous and possessive energy are being put. I actually feel that is to do with. Oh, actually, it could have been to do with what I was saying about it, if you think about it, especially if it was like if people have made up rumours that a divine feminine's moving on, that could be about that. But I feel that this is about divine masculines putting distorted energies or experiences like that behind them. And yeah, mental health, oh god, see what I mean? Like, remember, this is what I've been saying. Actually, you haven't seen it, but the last few videos I've been saying that it's like, well, basically anybody that affects your mental health, regardless of your gender, regardless of what twin flame you are, like anybody that's basically unhinged, jealous, possessive, people that are, because I don't feel that's mental health in the case of depression, stress, bloody blah blah, any of the kind of things that people struggle with. Because remember, I've got like ADHD and bloody dyslexia, blah blah blah, all that. We all struggle for mental health from time to time, right? Everybody gets stressed, but I feel this is like when you're unhinged, like somebody's letting the spirit of jealousy or envy take over them. And that could be karmic friends, because I'm just thinking another title I saw was that there's a lot of karmic friends around, either divine feminine or divine masculine, are reaping major karma because of the turbulence that they've caused. So whoever that's, yeah, look, spiritually, oh my god, that's pretty creepy, by the way. Like, a lot of people are experiencing serious, like, their spiritual awakening is the guilt and the remorse that they're feeling over secrets and deception. Although it did come out reverse, so I feel that means secrets and deception's coming out. And it's, if anybody has sabotaged people's twin flame journey, you can't make this up. It's like, and caused fights, arguments, and conflict. Well, yeah, don't think that they're not going through it, because if they're not already going through it, they will. And twin flames, a lot will be coming forward asking if they can, you know, at least be friends, or if you can start over. I'm sending you love and energy. Can you feel it? This is the twin flames that are waking up. As I said, that twin flame came out, and yeah, I'm so sorry putting the toxicity behind me. Faced with constant reminders of you, please be patient with me as I clear this energy, and I wish I could fix things between us. So I'm not going to pull any more, because I'm actually getting a bit too hot, because it is fucking boiling. But it'll be the Kundalini energy too, and they're just pulling me at that card, self-love. I'm still trying to heal. So again, whether it's you're the masculine or it's your masculine, a lot of masculines are awake, but they're trying to heal from experiences that they've had, and some are through that, and well, you might even be with somebody, like, because like I said, I think the fact that I mean, I don't take that to mean, oh yeah, I'm going to be with mine soon, because like I have helped twins that are in union before. I haven't for a while though. I haven't since last year. And like I said, that woman was well, really, because it's anonymous, I can say that as well, that what it was about was because that woman's experienced so much trauma, and I definitely feel it's got something to do with that generation. It's like it creates such a block between you and who you are meant to be with, whether that's your twin flame or whether you're not a twin flame and it's like your soulmate or whatever you want to call it, because they're pulling me, to soulmate. Because like I said, I keep saying this, like, because I'm a twin flame master teacher and healer, because of what I fucking went through, because of my experience, I will be attracting other people that are not twin flames but that need help in the relationship, because that's what I've always said. I'm like the thing from Brave, and it's just funny that I'm Scottish. Mend the bonds hurt by pride. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bonds that are hurt by pride. Like, there's a lot of unions that are delayed from coming together because the masculine is finding it really difficult to put pride aside, but they will do it. And I think the fact that, or you will do it if this is you, the fact that I pulled spiritual love and time to act, like right after I got off that session, I mean, it nearly made me cry, because I can't remember how I asked it, but I said in my head, like, what was that all about? Like, why am I being guided to help people in this particular way with these topics? And the first card that came out was Lily, spiritual love. And that's the twin flame card to me in there, along with the pineapple one, reconciliation, because of what it says. So, and I do feel that, it means that the lily is going to have an extra significance to some of the people that have got lilies in spirit. But I'm also being guided to, I think I can't remember what is it, like death of the lily, I don't know, there's something, a plant called lily, but I'm sure that's a sign of like at funerals, like it's the death of some situations for it to be reborn, something like that. I'll try and find the meaning of it. But yeah, anyway, blah 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 blah. The fact that I'm helping twins that are already in union, and it just felt like her twin was there. And it's interesting because when we eventually got off the call, her phone had been, I think, it'd been on silent or been faced the other way because we were so engrossed in what we were doing. And he'd like called and texted, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I love you, and it was because, and I was like, your twin feels like, my God knows what my twin flame feels, but like when I'm sitting in like altered states of consciousness like that, without having to use anything, I might add, like, I don't need to use no magic mushrooms or blah 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 or anything like that to get in that state, or to get other people in that state. It's kind of like but your twin, basically your twin does feel it, what I mean? They'll feel something going on, and they'll feel the healing, and her twin definitely did feel it. And like I said, I'm really excited when that woman updates me of, well, everything really, but it can only bring about good things, because there was definitely something was stopping her from experiencing the waves of bliss and union and happiness that you feel in a twin flame union. So you know what I mean? It's a really interesting, I think, different take on it. That's what I mean by, you've got some people that have been with their twin flame 10, 20 years maybe, but there's been something lacking because of the program. And then look, right, as I'd said that about being a twin flame teacher, the mentor. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to mentor people in this. I didn't go through all this fucking shit and still go through it to not put it to your good use. And again, when I'm talking about myself here, it's like, this could resonate for you. Like, what is it that you're here to shine your light with and help people with? It's time to shine. And the owl medicine's about being able to see in the dark, and that's really actually a very huge significant sign for the woman I was talking to. So if she happens to watch this, that's kind of amazing. Now, yeah, look, this is that's what I helped that woman. Again, God done it through me, and very much goddess Isis, because this is what was strange, right? So it's hard to kind of get into this without getting into the big long story, but try to cut the story short. I am lower energy just now because for one reason or another, May holds a lot of difficult memories for me, and so I was like, I don't know whether I'm up to doing this, but I just trusted, and my guides and God were like, no, this woman will, but again, there's loads of people that need my help, so I can't put myself aside to help somebody, because believe me, my Pluto in 12th house does that all the time. Even when I do look after myself. I'm always going to be one of the most selfless people you could ever meet, right? And that's just a fact. But I really have to check in, and I was like, you know, do I need to reschedule this? But they were like, no, just trust us. You're both going to get what you need. And that was so true, because obviously this was, I speak to people for hours, so this was hours. But at some point during that very long session, when I'd helped her with the majority of what I was meant to help her with, it was like some sort of trauma was released for me. And those of you that have done this with me will know what I mean. Like that doesn't happen with everyone. It only happens if there's enough trust there with me. And all I'm saying is that's the first time I'd ever met that woman, but that must be her gift, because and I'd said this to her, that it was like, I don't let a lot of people see me that vulnerable. Do you know what I mean? Like, people might think I'm vulnerable all the time on here, and I am, right? But I'm as vulnerable as I want to be, and I'm comfortable being. But I'm talking like I accessed another level of that kind of hyperventilating crying that I've spoken about, that I have not cried like that for ages, because I healed most of that. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm never going to cry again, but what I'm trying to say is it was interesting. But then I actually also feel I was releasing stuff for others as well. That's what I'm going to say. You know what I mean? It was definitely, that was more than just my stuff. But I do feel lighter today because of it. And yeah, really a bit like that. It's like, it's time to let your light shine, blossom itself. Now, I'm going to say it before it comes out. I feel the bridge card might come out, because that's what they said to me when I woke up, was something about bridging the gap. And I've wrote that in the community tab. Basically, we're bridging the gap. Wherever there's been a physical separation, a lot of those, it's time for those to come together now. Like, so remember, that twin flame pair are together. Although this is what's quite interesting. That's a twin flame couple that are in union and have been together 11 years. But his work actually takes him away from her quite a lot. So that's what I found fascinating, that they actually are in a physical separation quite a lot, but they're together, if you know what I mean. So it's like, but she recognised before I did that actually that's because that was allowing them to both do the work. Do you know what I mean? And so now when he returns from work, well, I think the passion's going to be ignited there, if you know what I mean, because they're pulling me to, I'm sure I was getting guided to a card that said passion somewhere. I don't know where it is, but my eyes were getting drawn. So it's, because yeah, I really do ignite people's light. So if there has been a bit of a fire that's went out, book a session, because look, that's what they're guiding me to. So the desert, yeah, oh my god, that's hilarious. If you feel like you're out in the desert and there's nobody to quench your thirst, but you're in a relationship, you know what I mean? It means something's attached to your sacral chakra. Something's going on, and I can clear that and help you with it. The eternal child, yeah, and there was a lot of inner child. I mean, it was basically the whole thing was inner child healing that I was doing with that lady last night, and that's really every session, and it was absolutely beautiful. And like I said, it's just hard for me to even describe. It was just magical. And the forest, that's where people can't see the wood for the trees. So this is where some of the divine masculines are at, and the mystic, but they're being guided. This is what I just wrote in the community tab, because remember, it's God speaking through me. That's the divine feminine guiding the masculine through where they're confused, and it's at 33 minutes, which we all know is divine masculine, Jesus forgiveness, if you're not new around here, but if you're new, that's my sign for divine masculine. The mystic is guiding the divine masculine through the forest, and also the divine masculines are equally a mystic, but while they're a king. Oh my god, this is really amazing, because what did I just... Oh yeah, I just happened to see, now that is one of the more massive channels, and it's actually, like, again, I'm not saying who it is, but it's actually one of the more massive channels that I've said before. I wouldn't say hit or miss, but that woman, sometimes it's on the, but like totally on the money, blows my mind away. We've got the same message, and sometimes I'm like, what in the fuck, man? And it just doesn't resonate with me anyway. But anyway, whatever she's brought is actually and like I said, I just watched 2 minutes of it, but she was saying something very similar actually. That you've turned, well, I think it was specifically a player is turning into a king, like, so whether or not that's you or that's your twin, or it looks even lightly, just hold space for miracles, because it's happening for some. Yeah, the shapeshifter. And again, look, remember this king, this divine masculine, are all the ones that are like this, or you could be a shapeshifter. That, I think that's what it means. I was pretending to be somebody else. Like, now this person's bursting into their true self, because look, the self is under the king. This is deep, man. The maiden. Oh, when they're going towards the maiden. Okay, well, what does that fucking mean? When I done it yesterday, it was hilarious. But anyway, whatever that means to you. Yeah, the star, a star is born, I'm getting from that. They're cracking out the egg, the chrysalis. And away from sirens, towards their divine lover. Oh God, I always forget what this card means. Anima Mundi. It's got all the astrology signs on it. To me, look, I'm being drawn into the wee person meditating, clearing their chakras. This is somebody freeing themselves of the shackles. Transcending the obstacles, ascending. Breaking out of the box. And that's, it's not the bridge, but look, the fault line. That's always my sign that it's the split of the new earth. And that's very much what's happening. That's why I'm describing as much as, like you said, because it's very hard to describe what I experienced, because it's all very telepathic, and I've always been very telepathic since I incarnated, and it's you know, I mean, never mind try to explain it in a video. There's loads of videos where I've tried to explain this, but the best way for me to explain it will be to write in a book one day, which I will do. But it was quite a journey for me to transition to sharing the way that I do, you know, to like I've said all the time, like, you know, it was only really when I came into contact with other people that were well, this right, it's really hard to explain, because what they're trying to say to me is, I like 15 years ago, more like, I was following a woman that I now know, like, she was doing light language. She's not there anymore, but it was like this younger girl, and she was very quite humble about it and wasn't making the biggest of deals about it. And so, but that must have been reminding me of my own soul, because that's what we're doing, you know, where I'm activating the codes within everyone. So basically, I feel she was a key code holder than me, like me. And then, like, you know, so I've been doing all my healing work and that. And then when I've come into contact with others that are doing similar to me, and then I was like, all right, these are the kind of things that I do myself privately in my house. Like, I walk about kind of, basically, yeah, speaking light language to myself, and kind of like, and I always just kind of thought to myself, that's weird, that like different language that I'm speaking to myself. But basically, it's hard to describe, but it's like it's an ancient galactic language that you're speaking, you know, or like, and you might not even be speaking it, you might be drawing it, you might be drawing symbols, you might be, you know, there's all these different ways. And because look, now they're guiding me to, you know, these cards, like that's yeah, look, there we go, like, so that's the back of the card, but look, that's embedded with, like, yeah, like, and it's not a coincidence, it's called Paladin of Activations. It's like, that's embedded to the codes. And so it's, you know, that's actually, it's quite interesting, because one of the reviews that I've got from, like, yeah, that was years ago, from somebody that I worked with, like, she wrote beautifully there about how I activated the light language in her, and again, in a totally different way, I'd imagine, than what it comes out. Actually, we are quite, again, I haven't been in contact with that beautiful soul for years, so I hope she's doing well if she ever tunes at these, but it's, yeah, it was in a completely different way from which I do it. There are similarities, but the point is I'm reminding people of their own soul's blueprint, just like I was doing with that beautiful woman last night. And like I said, that woman was a powerful soul. If my soul has felt safe enough to be that vulnerable too, on top of how vulnerable I'm already being when I'm sharing my own stuff. But yeah, anyway, so, oh, there we go. When I was saying the passion and the spark's going to be ignited, that's what was being guided to, attractions. But that's the thing, you see, a lot of people, there's a split happening, because a lot of the ones that were spiritually asleep are waking up, and they're wanting more sparks. Oh my God, spark. Look at what I just posted in the community tab. They're wanting that spark, that passion, you know, they're wanting to feel alive again. It's at 39 minutes as well, and it's whatever that means to you. The village, away from the village. The fucking village. This is a standing joke if you're new, that this always comes out as like a toxic village, or a toxic friendship group, toxic family, toxic, you know, it's maybe not all of it. I mean, it could be for some, but it's like someone's realising that the people around them are not good, and they're being guided to go within, the temple within, pray, clear their energy, to get in touch with the one themselves, which then leads them to their true love. There's a lot that if this is you, that, oh my God, look what oh my God, I just said true love in the flame. I was holding the flame. See, that's what they're telling you. I am a true twin flame. Again, the label that I am, there's too much. It's like I'm a Blu-ray violet twin flame holding the rainbow frequencies, the diamond frequencies. I'm a key code holder. I'm all these different things. I'm a grid worker. I connect with the Lemurians, Atlanteans, Arcturians. What's the other one I haven't said? Bloody bloody blah. Like even today I didn't write it, but in the community tab I went to write something else and it wrote Sirius, and that's another one I'm connected to. So it's very, very galactic, ancient old soul. That's what I am basically. And that's what that's about. There's a lot that's unseen that's being revealed. And also I'm here to reveal people's shadows, like here to trigger you to step into the warrior, and there's the rainbow that you are, and see where the dead ends in the underworld are. That's basically, to decode that, that's the matrix. And to go within to find the truth, to be able to open your third eye, to go on your own sacred journey, the pilgrim, and be guided by God the Father, like to drop your mask and to be led to your sacred union, the kiss. You know, to step into the divine masculine energy if you're the divine masculine, or to drop into your feminine to allow the masculine. Look, the masculine's destroying, moving through the physical, destroying basically the old paradigms is what that means. You could look, and then that's like me connecting with the older woman yesterday, like the crone. Like, because that's why I feel I've been safe to, you know, respect your elders and all that. The mirror. And I'm, like I said, I'm always so humbled that people like, I mean, that's 20, oh God, that's crazy, yeah, right enough. 21, it's almost 22, because I think she's going to be 62, but 21 years older than me. And that's the whole time I've known my twin flame. So that woman was 21 years older than me, and I've helped her heal her inner child. Look, yeah, see, look, the mirror. People are being guided to their true divine mirror. The vow. There could be some significance to that film. If you're around here all the time, you'll know that that's my favourite. Also, the mother. And see, so that we've got the father and the mother. So again, but that could be translated to divine feminine, divine masculine. It doesn't always mean that, because sometimes it could mean someone's mum, or someone's a dad, someone's a mum, someone's karmic. Do you know what I mean? But in this case, it's the father's God is healing the divine masculine energy, and the divine mother is healing. The divine father and divine mother is healing the energy of all of us. This is really deep. You can tell the moon's a my, if I say, this being this scorpionic, but and the moon is the mother, yeah, the tear, and it's the mother is guiding you to release that trauma and that pain, to make space for the happy ending. Like, yes, there's riddles, there's confusion, there's things that don't make sense right now. There's separations. There's just two hands, two people that can't get to each other. That's really deep. But from this, the coal is being made into diamonds. The venom is being revealed. The people that have maliciously kept people apart in the apocalypse, the end times. The Creator is showing, revealing the nectar. If you know, you know. That's talking about sacred union. There's an ocean of feelings amongst the twins. The people that have kept twins apart are under intense judgment. The Queen. That could be a karmic energy, or it could be talking about the feminine. I'm just going to shuffle once more. The gem. The hidden gems are being revealed as you cut away what no longer serves you. The dead ends of all the skulls. And plant the seeds of the new, because we're still really in that new moon energy. But there's a storm going on. There's a storm going on around either you or your twin. If you're the divine masculine, it'll be you. If you're divine feminine, you're being guided to be of service, be in whatever energies keep you at a high vibration, as I pulled the comic, or gentle, or whatever, you know what I mean, to help navigate whatever's going on in the Divine Masculine's energy. And yeah, right, okay, so anyway, I'm going to bring this to a close, so let's pull some of these magical cards. And I don't know, I might do some more, I might do another one, but for now that's what I wanted to come out, because I really need to catch up with getting the ones out that I've filmed before this. Tell us something for the Divine Feminines, that wherever they are, whether they're a similar magical, dreamy land to me, or maybe the people that are not such a good place. I'll see what comes out. Yeah, I think it's where I'm at. Like, I can already see. So, feel the warmth of the sun on this situation. Success and happiness awaits you. Walk upon a brighter road. So if you're a feminine that's been of service to others, shining your light, you should be feeling quite uplifted at this time, but also tuning into where others are in, and then, you know, supporting people that are waking up at this time through whatever it is they're going through. But you know, keep the balance of looking after your own self, because we've also got body talk. Connect with the wisdoms of your body for optimum health, wellness, and vitality. So I mean, that's so on point with, and then obviously you know that from what I said. Like, look, there's me with my angel wings. But it's like, if you're like this too, it's like, it's time to rest your angel wings so that you can restore your energy. Love it. Could we actually get a wee message for the Divine Feminines that are maybe not at the same bit as me, but maybe struggling a bit? Let's see if the message changes, regardless of your gender, by the way. There we go. Wow, perfect message for Divine Feminines. Detach. Retreat from situations that are not in harmony with your soul. Open the greater love of self. I don't think I'd seen that card yet. So those of you that are in this dreamlike new earth, floating on a cloud, magical energy where you just feel so in union with yourself that you're just, that's the only way I can describe it, then detach from the drama at least and protect your energy. And Atlantean soul, your Atlantean soul brings service to humanity and an awareness of your universal humanity. So that can either be you that identifies with Atlantean, and look at what I just said, that was one of the energies I'm connected to, or it's your twin. So that could be two twins energies here, where the feminine, you're being guided to detach from some of the negative energy around your toxic situations that don't serve you, because you just like me toxic. So that's definitely for one of you out there, or at least a few. And it helps your Atlantean king rise, especially because that's like a woman and a man. And I know twin, it doesn't always need to be that way around, but I'm seeing that as like a divine feminine female and a divine masculine male. And right, they're telling me to help one more set, so I think it might come out like that again. Where's another feminine at? Galactic. So look at all the words I've used, because it's not me. See what I mean? They're just proving, in case people are like, what the fuck's Claire talking about? These are all the words I just said. Galactic soul. As your energy vibration expands, you remember your galactic family. So this is, again, that I actually feel, I resonate with that too, is that you're, well, it depends, because again, I've been in that energy years, but you know what I mean? Like, some of you might just be having more profound experiences of feeling your galactic family around you. I'd say that resonates with the women I helped last night. And one for either the feminine or the feminine's twin. Vibration, yeah, wow, that's really powerful. Vibrational shift. You're shifting from polarized world of duality to the freedom of heart unity. I actually think that could be quite a good thumbnail for what the majority of what seems to be coming through. Okay, now we're going to ask about a masculine. So tell us where a masculine is at. Good lord. So remember that because that was the one where the feminine is in a happy, floating in a cloud energy, feels like they're in union anyway, and the masculine's getting that. I mean, so either that means that both twins are tapping into I'm caught up in the wave of you, the song I was guided to post in the timeline, or physically, let's get it on. Lovers, the ocean. That's the thumbnail. Wait a minute. That is the. I don't know if that's a bit racy, guys, but wait a minute. Actually, where's that chemistry card? Where's the chemistry card? Yeah, someone's going to go from withdrawn, single, lonely, and solitary to that. Someone's like, I can't wait any longer. Time. See, I just have fun with this shit. The ocean of love is unpredictable. Forgive yourself in every moment and open your heart to receive the gift of love. I'm going to put that. Wait a minute, actually. No, actually, I like the fault line. It's more dramatic. Where's the fault line? Or I could say something about in the apocalypse. There we go. The shift is happening. Anyway, so give us another one. Give us another one for the masculines. But that's the masculines are absolutely feeling the love wave, the love vibration, the divine love. Dreamy, it feels dreamy. Karma, oh, whoa, and then look, that how spot on is that? Especially Saint Germain sort of vibes. Karma cleanse. Liberate yourself from karmic patterns of the past. Live a life of creative choice. Well, looks like they're getting creative anyway. But I couldn't help myself. Actually, I wonder. That's quite. I don't know. I'll just see what. One more for a masculine. But it can be like a feminine's masculine side too. Oh, two more. There's the wow. There's the rainbow vibration. But see how I'm the person that delivers these messages. Oh, it's soul love actually. Wow, wow. That doesn't come out too much. My main power animal is a wolf, and I'm holding the rainbow frequencies. That's why that's what I mean by key code holder. I have to clear a lot for the collective, and then deliver these messages to activate your remembrance. Soul love. The soul is boundless in how it unites with love. Cosmic encounters, soul connections of the higher calling may be discerned. This is what I mean by this isn't just twin flames. Like this feels like whether you want to call it new earth unions or new earth relationships or a karma cleanse of unhealthy, toxic relationships to come to get for you people to unite in healthy, divine love. Twin flames and also people that aren't twin flames in healthier relationships. Shapeshifter, you have the power to change, live in the world, yet not be imprisoned by it. That's how I live my life, but also this card to me has a dual meaning of that's shapeshifter karmic energies, toxic, that, you know, we're looking sweet and innocent, but actually they're quite toxic underneath for being revealed. But anyway, I think this is definitely the thumbnail. There's just basically a love bubble, a love wave. This also because the Schumann resonance probably going wild. I know that there's huge solar flares. There's just lots of unions happening. Doesn't mean there's everyone's, but just tap into this energy, even if you're not in the physical union, because it's happening. See you later.